Alright guys, I am sat currently in a 2018 Audi RS3. Yes, I reviewed an RS3 on my channel for 2020, and a 2020 model, which was in the Audi exclusive Nardo gray color. And this right here told me, why are you reviewing an Audi RS3? Well, if you guys haven't been in the market or been aware of what's going on in the car world, there's inflation going on. More on that later. So the 2022 RS3 is coming out. Well, in the US, it's gonna come out sometime next year, hopefully. It's been out in Europe, and maybe some other place in the United States might have gotten it as far as the S3 goes, and RS3s maybe, but it's still in production for US units that dealership probably ordered for their inventory. So the reason why I'm bringing to you guys a 2018 Audi RS3 is because I currently own a 2018 as well Audi S3. Same color as this car, same trim as far as the sports seat, virtual cockpit, the whole 9 yards. The only difference is on the grand scheme of things is just the engine, the ride quality, and possibly the transmission. More on that later. So why the 2018 Audi RS3? Have you guys known the new one coming out in 2022 or 21, new facelifted S3s or 8Y platform coming out? So this is an 8V platform. The 8Y platform, we don't have that yet. So I'm trying to do a comparison of this compared to the 8V compared to the 8Y platform. The current outgoing 8V platform in the US compared to the upcoming 22 8Y platform. What the difference is, I know there's a plethora of videos, but trust me, this one is more in depth that you ever see. So if you guys already seen my Audi S3 video 2018 on my channel 2 years ago, I reviewed that. Huge shout out to my boys over at Audi Plano. This unit is currently for sale. If I had the cash flow, I would buy this car in a heartbeat and keep my S3. No cap. So the 2018 Audi RS3, the pre-facelift and facelift model for the AV platform, has been one of those body styles that like everyone loves. The auto enthusiasts, the OG Audi enthusiasts love so much for the RS3. And if you've been living under a rock for some reason, there's only a handful of car manufacturers that makes an inline 5-cylinder turbocharged engine. Audi being one of them, maybe Volvo and Volkswagen. Volkswagen Audi is the same thing, the VAG group. So the 5-cylinder engine is what makes this car very unique. Me being an owner of a 2018 Audi S3, I've been owner for a year, so I feel well versed enough that I know my car inside and out. I even have OBD11 Pro, the whole 9 yards. So I can tell you the difference, how this car drives compared to my S3. The engine is so powerful, it's very capable as far as a stock unit, and the transmission, that's the next thing I'm gonna go over compared to the S3. This transmission, so for the facelift models, the transmission went from a 6-speed to a 7-speed dual clutch transmission or direct shift gearing. So dual clutch for 2022 8Y model. For this current model, AV platform, it's called a DSG, the direct shift gearing transmission, gearbox, however you wanna call it, if it makes sense to you. So the S3 and RS3 have different transmissions. I could be wrong, but this one, when I drove it, it shifted a lot quicker than my S3. So the gearbox unit in the S3s, the facelift models, is called the DQ250, I believe. And then for the RS3s, AV is a DQ400, or I'm not sure. I have to look that up online and put it down in the bottom somewhere on the screen. But it feels like my car, drives like my car, but the handling characteristics and the engine, the experience is dialed to 11. And the steering feedback, I feel much more connection. I feel a better connection to the road because it's the Alcantara on the sides and 993 grip. Most of y'all might not like that because it's Alcantara is like, it gets dirty easily and whatnot. It's just how it is, and I love the feel. Right now, it's currently not aligned. It's in alignment. Hey, it was a trade-in. So this car has 33,000 miles on it. It was a trade-in, like I said, but it holds its value. with the inflation, now back to the inflation, this unit is MSRP, not MSRP, well MSRP maybe like 60 grand because it has all the Bang & Olufsen sound system, Audi virtual cockpit, the best of the best. But for 30,000 miles, this is priced at $55,000 at Audi Plano. If you guys hear that, you're interested in this unit, you know, tell them Toby give you a shout out, Audi Plano, and you want to get this car. So back to the price, $55,000. You can buy a base, you know, go back and rewind time. You can buy a base model RS3 for $55,000 and above. That is insane. But these cars, the RS3s, hold a value more than the S3s. You know, this car holds a value more than the S because of the RS, because of the history behind this car, because of the history of that engine up front. Mark my words, when I'm capable for that, for the 8Y versions of the RS3s, I will get one. Possibly brand new, because I always wanted a brand new car. I mean, it's long story short, that's one of my goals, just to own a brand new car. You know, my S3 is a second owner, I'm glad with that. But just one of my little short-term to long-term goal. But when I'm capable of that financially. But the RS3, this thing is quick. And then this car decided to get on my front while I'm doing that. But this transmission is so quick. Once I downshift it, you can see it went from 7 to 5. It picked the ideal gear for the speed I'm going, my current speed, where it knows there's power in that power band of that inline 5-cylinder, the most torque, and it gives you, here you go. And it's seamless in the blink of an eye. That's how quick this car shifts in its most sportiest settings. And this ride might be comfortable for some people and other people might be uncomfortable. I'm used to this. It's even more comfortable than my S3. I believe the reason for that is because obviously this car is front engined, transverse mounted, and it's a lot heavier, well slightly heavier than my 4-cylinder in my S3. So that extra weight makes this car feel more planted, and the ride is less bouncy than my S3, even though on its harshest or sportiest setting. So the way this car is set up compared to the S3, it's crazy how they're so similar, and I just deliberately got this one in the same color as my Daytona Gray Pearl Effect. Speaking about looks, this looks of this S3 is one of the best ones Audi would ever make, and I mean that. The new 8Y version might be some time for most people to get accustomed to that look and the interior about the car. So, but the exterior of this car, I love the end, the front, the side profiles, the back, that tail light. It's just sexy. That like one line and a line that comes like an L, like a boomerang thing at night. It's just gorgeous. I love that. And the seating, the sports seats, is one of the best seats Audi ever made in the RS lineup when it comes to the MQB S3s and RS3s with the sport seats options. That is bang on. Yo, I cannot make this up. This sound is intoxicating. It's addicting. There's no other way, there's no other feeling like that. It's just an experience you're always gonna enjoy when you get in the backseat of your favorite car, on your favorite road, on your favorite weather, with your favorite set of tires. On downshift, second. This gearbox is playing with me. It's teasing me. I don't like that. So, S3 and RS3. Obviously, the determining factor will be your price, how much you're willing to spend. If money was not an issue, and I mean not an issue, I'm gonna just get both of them. Overall, from the engine, the transmission or gearbox, and the brakes and the tire setup, the RS3 does everything better that the S3 already have, or the A3, and just sums it all in one big conclusion. Audi's like, here's the RS3. It's the best we can do for now. Enjoy. Please drive responsibly. Alright guys, that is all I have for today on these 2018 Audi RS3 review. I do know I have reviewed the S3 the 2020 S3 or 2020 RS3 and the 2018 S3. But I just thought, it's a new year, I just remind you guys what this RS3, how it's still holding its value. It's like a little refresher for you, some of you guys, and you're new to my channel. This is a first video for you. Please, I encourage you and highly recommend you subscribe. This RS3 is going to be one of the cars that we are going to remember for a long time due to the fact of this heritage and also the engine underneath that front hood. Inline 5-cylinder, turbocharged inline 5-cylinder. It has the power and characteristics of a supercar in the 4-door family sedan. I rest my case. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Like this video, annihilate the like button like there's no tomorrow. Man, just keep grinding, guys, and keep staying driven. And as always, I'll see you guys next time in the next video. Peace out and stay driven.